Hi, it's Rob. Welcome to another video, and on this video I wanted to show you 5 records that I picked up from the spring sale at Amazon. So these are the first records that I bought from Amazon in 2025. I buy records from various places, record shops, record fairs, car boot sales, charity shops. But I'm always keeping my eye out on Amazon, and I was getting, when I was going on Amazon, it was flashing that there was a sale. So I just searched records and discovered some really good deals. I actually missed out on a few really good deals. Slept on them, had a bit of a wish list, looked at it, and some of them had disappeared. So you got to be quick. So I picked 5 records, and it cost me under £70. So I'll show you what I picked up. I'll give you the prices. So the most expensive one that I bought was very close to £17, and it's Jordan the Comeback by Prefab Sprout. I think it came out in 1990, this. So this got reissued on 2 discs, so you get the lyrics inside. So I'm a big fan of Prefab Sprout. I went to see them on this tour. I only saw Prefab Sprout live once, and they were, as you'd imagine, just great. But Swoon, Steve McQueen, from Lanley Pat to Memphis, they're great albums. And this album, I always thought it was a bit of a drop off because there's so many tracks on it. I can't remember how many. There's over 20 tracks on here, and I do have the original pressing of this album, but it's very close to an hour. And this got reissued on blue and red vinyl, so I'll show you the records. But I've been listening to this on and off for the last couple of weeks, and I've changed my mind on it. I think it's really, really strong. I always got a little bit fed up on side 2, but it starts so good with Looking for Atlantis and Wild Horses. We Let the Stars Go, and Carnival 2000. Machine Gun Ibiza always made me laugh because I love Ibiza. Moondog, I love. All the World Loves Lovers. Paris Smith, just some really great lyrics. And sounds great as well. So I'll show you the records. So when I saw this for under £17, I just thought it was too good to be true. No polyline sleeves, unfortunately, but I wouldn't have bothered about that back in the day, but people make a big deal about that now, don't they? And this one's on blue vinyl. Protest Songs was the other Prefab Sprout album. Andromeda Heights I really like. I'm a big fan of Prefab Sprout, one of my favourite bands from the 1980s. So when I saw this, as I say, on 2 discs for under 17 quid, I had to pick it up. So yeah, Jordan the Comeback by Prefab Sprout. Another double album, which was, I think this one was about £14, and it's Magazine. So Magazine, the Manchester band, formed in 1978 by Howard Devoto, who left the Buzzcocks and formed Magazine. So Magazine were a band that I was always aware of, but only sort of over the last 10 years I've been picking up the studio albums. Real Life was one that I had, but their other albums I really rate. And this is a really nice sort of companion piece. They actually reformed in 2011. There's an album, I've never actually heard that, but there's the back. So how many songs are on here? There's 19 tracks on here. Starts off with Shot by Both Sides. So it's not a gatefold, but inside you get some images of the band there. John McGeoch, a really good guitarist who went on to play with multiple bands, especially Susie and the Banshees. So this comes on fetching yellow vinyl. So, nice package. As I say, for £14, you really can't complain. And as I say, I do think that magazine go under the radar a little bit. I think if you check out all their albums, you won't be disappointed. So this is a really nice compilation. So also for £15, there's an album here. I've never actually heard it. I've never heard this album. Nobody Loves Me More, or Nobody Loves You More, by Kim Deal. So Kim Deal, the former, which was vocalist and was she a bass guitarist with the Pixies and the Breeders. So this is her only solo album that came out last year. So she's 63 years of age, and this is her first solo album, and I've never heard it. But so many people were raving about this record, and as I was looking through, and I noticed that it was £15 in the sale, and I just thought I'll take a chance, and if I don't like it, I can always get my money back. But there's Kim on the back, still looking really good. I know Norman Masloff, he's got a channel on YouTube, hasn't he? I've still got the shrink on this. And Mike Hub Tunes, someone else whose sort of taste I kind of share. I think Mike had it as his favourite album from last year, and I think Mazzy did as well. I had it very high up anyway. So I'm going to take a chance on it. As I say, the price was £15, so yeah, I thought I'd pick it up. Nobody Loves You More by Kim Deal. And that's another thing, because I've not done my best albums of 2024 yet, and this is the reason. This year I'll probably pick up a few more albums from last year, so I didn't want to sort of jump the gun with that. And another record that's a new record, this album came out this year, and it was £15. So this is The Weather Station and Human Hood. So this came out in January. So this is the 7th album by The Weather Station. So The Weather Station are a band that I've kind of been aware of, but I've never bought any of the records. And again, I saw this for £15, and I thought, and I streamed a little bit of it, and I thought, yeah. And this does come with a polyline sleeve, so we can get all excited about that, can't we? So there's a little bit of sort of a little bit of jazz on this. There's a little bit of flute and a little bit of sort of saxophone, but really good musicianship. I'm waffling here now because I'm trying to think of the name of the singer. Is it Tamara? Lyndon Hood or something like that. I've forgotten. They're from Canada, so don't let that put you off. There's also an insert in here as well that I can't read. It does have a little bit of a Portishead feel as well, to me. And I saw the female singer talking about the album on YouTube. I'd already sort of ordered this, but I think you'll find this is a really nice listen. I was listening to this afternoon and got lost in it a little bit. So yeah, The Weather Station and Human Hood is a new album, and it was in the Amazon spring sale for £15. So what else did I pick up? So when I'm looking at stuff that's in the sale, I'll just put jazz, just to see if there's anything. You know, I do like jazz. I don't like to spend a lot of money on jazz. And there wasn't a lot, but there was this album that was £8, and it's Tony Allen, Jazz Is Dead, with Adrian Young assisting him. So Tony Allen, the drummer. So this comes out, this is quite nice. It's like die cut, comes out. So we've got Tony Allen, the drummer. Used to be a drummer with Fela Kuti. Afrobeat wouldn't be the same without Tony Allen. So he died in 2020. So I'm not sure when this album came out. He was quite prolific towards the end of his career. Well, this has got a jazzy sort of Afro beat feel to it. I streamed it. I was only paying £8 for it, but I still had to sort of stream a bit of it to see whether it was up my alley, and it was. It's really good for £8. I mean, it's a really nice package, as you can see. So Adrian Young is kind of a multi-instrumentalist and producer, and along with Tony Allen, produced a really nice album here. So yeah, 5 records from Amazon for under £70. I think that's a pretty good deal. As I say, I do like supporting local record shops and go to record fairs, etc. But I keep my eye on Amazon because at certain periods of the year they do have good deals on, and they're proper sales, not just £3 or £4 off. You know, some of the stuff is well over 50% off. So someone who's always on a budget, you've got to, you know, if the price is right, you've got to purchase. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you've got any comments about what I picked up, I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.